Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to you again to the letter writing class. So this is our third class on letter writing. So we have already discussed what are the types of letters and how to write the letters. What are the basic formats we have discussed. Uh, so basically, we are discussing about business letters, formal letters, because in our job industry, in our corporate life, we need to write formal letters only for office purpose, for like job application, everything. So we need to learn how to write formal letters. Now, business letter is a very important thing in formal letters. So we are discussing about that. Now we have discussed the format and everything. So let me tell you the format once again. Then we will move towards the next session, that is today's module. Again. Okay. So we had discussed about cover letter. So what is cover letter? So cover letter is a one-page document that you have to submit as part of your job application. Sometimes some companies, some employers, they ask for cover letter. So what does the cover letter do? Cover letter tells about your skills, your experience, what have you done, what are the skills, experience you have, they tell that. So it must be from 250 to 400 words long. Yes, I have started the class. Yes. A good cover letter can spark the HR manager's interest and get them to read your resume. A bad cover letter, on the other hand, might mean that your application is going directly to the paper's reader. So to make sure this doesn't happen, it is essential to know how to write a convincing cover letter. So cover letter is a very important thing in your job application. We have told that it should be 250 to 400 words, not more than that. And it should be very, very formal. It only tells about your skills and experience. Okay. So it is not a replacement of your resume for sure, because so you cannot replace this letter in the place of resume, because resume is something different and cover letter is something different. So there you have to put a header, input contact information, greeting the hire manager, opening paragraph, second paragraph, third paragraph, and formal closing. So like you can grab the reader's attention in the opening paragraph. Then in the second paragraph, you have to explain why you are the perfect candidate for the job. And in the third paragraph, you have to explain why you are a good match for the company. And then you have to give a closing. So this was a sample cover letter. Here you are getting the address, phone number, everything, like to whom you are writing and the address. Then you have to make the salutation, and then you have to write the opening paragraph. There you have to express your interest. Then in the second paragraph you express yourself a little bit more, like what have you done, what are the things you wanted to do, and why are you here, why you have chosen this company. So all these things are mentioned here in the cover letter. I discussed this last day only. So what was letter of recommendation? Letter of recommendation is something that contains important information about a student's character, school performance, educational qualifications, abilities, skills, talents, and so on. So a teacher or a principal will write the letter, or maybe some other person can write it for you. Maybe some like a high designation person who has very high designation. They can write it for you when you are going for some job. Now, how to write a recommendation letter? So you have to write a customized letter. So you cannot send the same letter to everyone because every student is not same. They have separate capabilities, separate skills, qualification, and they are going for separate job. That's why you have to uh, like customize the letter each and every time. Now you have to review the student's educational details. So for the college application, you have to ask for the course details and requirements. And after reviewing the student's academic records, you can mm, write it there, and you can review the resume and cover letter, and you can write the letter. So compare the student's information with the college course or job requirements and consider how you might tailor it to highlight their suitability for the college or the job. So you have to ask the student why they are applying for to a particular course or job so that you can write it well. This can assist you in forming your perspective for the recommendation later. Now you have to find out whom you will address. Like you have to ask the student for the name and title of the person you will write, because maybe you have to write to the principal or the vice principal or the rector, someone. So you have to particularly know the title and name of the person, and you have to be very careful because these are the letters by which your students are going to get some jobs. So you cannot do any mistake there. Then you have to mm, like knowing whom you are addressing in your letter of recommendation will enable you to personalize the letter in a way they will appreciate. And college recommendation letters are typically for the program director, the admission counselor, or the college admission office, like that. So basically, you have to write these departments when you are writing. Okay. Now you have to begin the letter with the personal information. So you have to, when you are writing the letter, you have to introduce yourself also, because they cannot understand who is writing the letter. Like why you, why he or she has chosen you. Now you have to explain your educational relationship with the student. So what you have done in your life, what is your qualification, you have to explain that. You have to discuss how well you know the student through your interactions in the classroom or during extracurricular activities. You have to provide your general impression of the student, including their character, behavior, and abilities. You have to go into detail about how they impressed you with their hard work, attention to detail, ethical behavior, helpful nature, and so on. Next, you have to provide details of the student's qualification. So this one is also important because your student is going to get the job. And you always have to end the letter with a positive note, because you have like it will create a good impression for your student. Now this was a sample recommendation letter. Okay, so that was all for last day. So cover letter is very important, and letter of recommendation is also important. But you are not going to write that because you are not at that stage. Someone will write a letter of recommendation for you. But if you are very like if you have got a very high quality job, like high designation job, then obviously you can write it for anyone. Okay. Now we want to start today's class. So today in today's topic we will discuss the rest of the types of letters. So this is one is sample thank you or follow up letter. So please read the letter. So here at first the address is given, then the date, then To whom you are writing this, Miss Rebecca, Director of Recruiting, what is the company name, address. Now, salutation. Then you have to start like this. Thank you for interviewing me yesterday for the Assistant Account Manager position. I enjoyed meeting you and learning more about Apple and your philosophy toward advertising and business relations. So you have to give a thank you note to the company to whom you are writing, that you are very grateful that they have interviewed you for the position and you have enjoyed it. My enthusiasm for the position and my interest in working for this company have been strengthened because of the interview. Apple's emphasis on the client and open communication policy mesh well with my own philosophy of business. I think my education and experience fit the job requirements, and if offered the position, I am certain I would make a valuable addition to your team. So here also you have to mention why you like the company and why you are fit for the job. So if you mention it very well, they can understand that you are very much interested and you can add something to the company, some valuable thing. So this thing you have to add in your thank you letter. Next, I want to reiterate my strong interest in working with Apple, this company. Your company and this position offer the exact opportunity I seek. Please feel free to call me and this number, and that's all. So this is a thank you letter when you have you went for an interview for some company. After coming back from there, you can write a thank you letter to let them know that you are very thankful that they have interviewed you. That's all. Now, what should be included in the follow-up letter? Like here are some steps. You have to use proper format and structure because it is also an official letter. Contact information and dates include a salutation, express appreciation, express enthusiasm, complimentary close and name. Okay. Appreciation and enthusiasm is very important. So if I ask you why, you can easily guess why it is important. Because if you are appreciating the company, they will also feel in a way energetic, or they will also feel good that you, yes, you have interest about this company, and enthusiasm that you are very much interested to work with them. So this one is also important. And also you have to include a proper salutation. These are the basic formats which you have to use in every letter. Now, how to write a job offer letter? A job offer letter or employment offer letter is designed to formally offer a job to a candidate. It provides an introduction of the position, the company, and the other relevant job details. So, including the start date, compensation, benefits, and work hours that will help the candidate to decide whether or not to accept the job offer. So, job offer letter is a very exciting thing for everyone. When you're getting a job offer letter, you know that you are going to get one job. That is very uh, like joyful thing. So, when you are getting an offer letter, it provides an introduction of the position of the company and the other relevant job details, what you are going to do. And also, it has a start date, compensation, benefit, work hours, and so on. So it you can decide to like whether you are going to accept the job or not. So when should you send a job offer letter? Sometimes, or maybe when you are working for a company, you are working as a HR or some manager. So you need to send a job offer letter to some candidate. So you need to know when should you send. While some companies hire on the spot, Others take some time before they make a decision. So the job offer letter is usually sent after extending a verbal offer to the candidate who passed the background check, proof of employment eligibility, reference check, etc. So who has passed the criteria of the company, they are only getting the offer letter. They need to act quickly to get him or her of the job market, and sending your job offer letter will help you to do it. And sending your job offer letter will help you do it. Bear in mind that top candidates will most likely get several companies that want them to hire. So it's essential to make a solid offer right away. So you have to make a solid offer for the top candidates because there are several companies who will hire them. Now, what are the guidelines? Here are the different elements that should be included in your job offer letter. There is no standard format, so you can choose to reorder the details depending on the company and the position. Uh, there are no standard format. You can choose like whatever you want to include. You also, like, on the must thing you have to have, that is company logo. So make sure that you are using the official logo of your company because it is official letter. And the date and contact details include the date as well as the full name and complete address of the candidate. So these all these things you have to include here. So what I told, you have to in job offer letter, when you are writing a job offer letter for someone, you need to provide the introduction of the position, company, and other relevant job details, work hours, etc. Then you have to you should take the candidate who has completely checked the background criteria, everything, and you have to send the offer letter to the right candidate in the right moment. Otherwise, other companies will hire them. And your job offer letter should have a company logo and other contact details. It should have your opening line. You can make the greeting or opening line formal or casual, depending on the company culture. Start with dear and then offer him or her a job on a positive note, such as, we are pleased to offer your position at this company. Specific details about the job. The part includes the job title, expected start date, employment status, office address, name of the supervisor or manager, and duties and responsibilities. So you have to give the specific details about the job. Now, salary, you have to also explain how much the candidate will make per year, month, per hour, how often will she get paid, and mode of payment. If applicable, you can also share bonus or commission structure. So these are the salary part which you have to include. Now you have to include benefits, provide a summary of key company benefits such as insurance, paid time off, some plan, flexible work hours, remote or work from home options. All these things also you have to include. Okay. So did you understand what I am trying to say? Now, what is at-will status? So it means that the company and its employees can terminate employment for whatever reason at any given time. You may want to seek legal guidance. And when discussing at-will status to avoid problems later on. So you are informing your candidate that you can terminate them for whatever reason at any given time. Okay, so you have to discuss it before they are joining so that you can avoid problems. So expiry date, it's up to you if you want to include an expiry date or not, like by when they have to accept the offer. If you refer to give the candidate a deadline when considering your job offer, make it at least 1 week. Providing a time limit enables you to find other prospects right away in case you preferred candidate turn down your offer. So you have to mention a specific work duration by which the candidate has to choose the job offer. Otherwise, you can also find someone else. Closing line, you have to include details on how the candidate can reach you in case he or she has any questions about the job offer. Okay, second. So, properly. Okay, just a second. I want to show you. Okay, just see my screen. I'm sharing. See, so this is an sample offer letter. So here there is a salutation, dear Zara. Then job title that your company is pleased to offer you the position of assistant director of marketing. So you have to start like this. Then reporting structure. If you choose to accept, you will be taking the lead on some of our major accounts, providing guidance to the rest of the team. You will also report to our director. Your starting date will be this. So they have mentioned like what is the position and what is her duty, what she has to do, and by when she has to start the work. The salary will be this per year, paid on a weekly basis. Plus, our company offers full medical coverage and flexible paid time off. To accept this offer, please sign the actor's document and return it to us. We will then be in touch with further details. Sincerely, Lee. So, see, there is job title, reporting structure, salary, acknowledgement of offer, job description, starting date, benefits information, and eligibility. So all these things they have to mention there. Okay. Okay. Now, what is sales letter? Sales letter is a written pitch to attract potential customers to a product or service. So you can understand from the name that it is a business oriented letter. So they sales letter always written to attract the customers towards the service. The goal of a sales letter is to show a customer how your business will benefit them. When a consumer thinks about the meeting their needs, they are less focused on the idea of a business transaction, which can lead to a sale. So business use sales letters in both online and print formats. Sales letters are a form of direct marketing and they can be effective if they are composed using persuasive techniques and strong content. And they allow business to make a personal connection with current or prospective customers. So sales letter is written in order to improve business to attract customers towards the product. So It shows how how your business will benefit your customer. And business use sales letter in both online and print formats. Sales letter are a form of direct marketing, and it can be effective if they're composed using persuasive techniques. Okay, so that's all. So we have discussed offer letter, sales letter, and also cover letter, and in thank you letter. So both has the like official format every letter, and you have to just mention in thank you letter you have to thanks express your thanks, your enthusiasm in like what why you are very grateful they have interviewed you for. In sales letter you have to attract the customers. All these things you have to mention. So that's all for letter writing today. We will discuss again in the next class. So we are concluding the class here. Thank you for your attention.